Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. France have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front.
Great chance! Timber with a definite foul there. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal, and the shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Yamal! Oh, off the bar! Baresi shapes to shoot! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Al-Sadd are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Passing nice and... he's having a pop!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Al-Sadd look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. And here's Yamal. Cantona. Schneider. Cantona. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, really well played.
And he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Bale. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Yamal. Bale. Great ball, and he's in. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Sneijder really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Adriano. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Caught offside that time. Now that's well seen too. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in. It's Bale!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That's a sharp pass. Time and again they are repelled. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Yamal. Can he finish? And no mistake. Irrepressible, imperious. That's what makes him what he is. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Al-Sadd are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Al-Sadd heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. And here's Bale. Just eases him off the ball. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Schneider. And it's Mendes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Produces a cross. De Ligt is there, and he can get that clear. Yamal. Now it's Platini.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Nielsen.
additionnel.
Adriano. Nuno Mendes. Can he finish? It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And
it's half-time.
Al Sadd are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Al Sadd up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough.
de se manifester auprès d'un de nos stadiers.
So right back into the action. Timber, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And here's Platini. He's a sharp little ball here. Platini has it in a wide position. Oh, that's neat. Pedri plays it long. Now, what about a counter-attack? Kvaratskhelia. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Now it's Tonali. Spread it left. Oh, that's a key interception. Edmilson. Can he get on the end of this? Cantona. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Cantona. Now it's Pedri. Look at the space here. Shoots! Goal! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? No, that's been intercepted. Kvaratskhelia is herring after that one. Cantona. Good read, needed to be. Conte. Good take, and is he in? Oh, super ball. He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Adriano. And he's well positioned here. Oh, truly brave defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's
Adriano! Tonali has created 1 goal already. Now that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. He's got away. There are... And a chance! And he hits the net. And they are disappearing out of sight. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Changement pour la France. le numéro 7.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 19.
Al-Sad, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Attention,
Pass is
changement.
just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's another chance! And that's a sharp finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Nice control. Rizal proves just a little bit too strong. Could be danger here. There's the shot! He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rice. He's had it taken off him. Schneider. And it's Son Heung-min. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cantona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning, well played.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's had it nicked away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. Conte looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that is that. Al-Sad can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
And this is Bale. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is a superb rearguard action. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And this is Kante. And the shot! And it's been hooked away. Rijkaard. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's definitely onside.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Tonali gathers from the goal kick. Platini, and he's managed to get free. And that has been knocked clear. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Bale. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Leicester calmly anticipates. This is a promising build-up. Looking for the run. Now it's Bale. Deftly away. And they're back on the ball again. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Al-Sadd very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. He's having a shot! And he can thump it away. Nicely spread. Well timed, excellent interception. Conte. Bale. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, robust challenge. And now they can clear their lines. Tries to play it through. Rodri. That has been cut short. And here's Bale. He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Al-Sadd with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Platini with the short one. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Rijkaard. Great ball, and he's charged, surely! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Al-Sadd really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's there to clear it. Neymar running with intent. Can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Applies the finish! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And it's Tonali. Oh, red. Nice interception.
Al-Sadd can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Howson spots it and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? Could move up a gear here. Neymar receives it in a good position here. Played out wide. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Now it's Platini. Platini. And he shoots! Cleared away. And that's another good win of the ball. Platini is onto this. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi. Chile do have a chance to counter here.
Al-Sadd couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Al-Sadd have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Al-Sadd can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Always onto this. There's the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Could be danger here. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Al-Sadd are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Luis Suarez! It's hit the upright. That's really well manoeuvred. Tonali, well, that's beautifully weighted. Tonali is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He has found the way through. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Yamal. Well, played right into his path. Crunching tackle. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chile can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rodri, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, they could break here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's had it taken off him. Cleared without hesitation. Neymar. Timber.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Law just eases him off the ball. And here's Yamal. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Bale. Good ball, good take. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now he's off and running. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
What a throw in.
Substitution in progress.
Bellingham. Antonetti. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Vinicius Junior.
Chile are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Rice. And it's Bellingham. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That pass isn't the best.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ambitious ball here. Vinicius Junior. Leicester wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And there goes the final whistle. Al-Sadd are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
Hello everybody, and
so what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Bale. And it's Bale. And can he finish? Cleared away. And Cruyff! They want to be quick to recover this. Timber does really well there. He is strong. Timber. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Bale. Van Dijk makes the interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Conte. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He is through here. Yamal! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Could be danger here. Great chance! Al-Sadd are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Now it's Bale. Knocks it into space. And he's got away from him. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Picked out brilliantly. Rice.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that is a little undercooked. Always onto this. Timber. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's found a way through. Marquez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Timber. Timber just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Half-time getting close now. Van Dijk gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now it's Bale, and it's Rice. Timber. Tries a shot! Conte. Kante gets across to intercept that. Yamal. Van Dijk cannot be beaten that easily. And here's Cruyff. This looks promising. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Al-Sadd come in
And if
leading
you do
by
have a
just
chance
the odd
today,
goal.
Please take some time out to give
On
your
the
support
evidence of
throughout
what we've
whatever
seen,
stadium
they're
zone.
worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Al-Sadd with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go again.
Al-Sadd can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Ekitike showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that's well seen too. Conte.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu. De Rossi plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard.
There they go, hunting again.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The pass has gone astray. That has been slung wide. Marquez. Still just a single goal between the sides. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Cafu. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. For De Rossi. Conte. Platini makes a dash for it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And this is Bale. Aims beyond. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Kyoto Sanga are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now then, the ball... Oh, he's been caught napping! Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Deftly away. And that was very necessary. Ekitike receives it in a... He's having a pop! But he's left disappointed.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So we have movement on both
Platini.
benches.
Number 18. Jamal. Number 8. Tonali. Number 15.
Works it
Conte.
forward.
Number 13.
And it's Figo.
Matthias de Ligt. Coming on the field. Number 17.
Looking for options for movement.
Number 7.
Now it's Figo. Kyoto Sanga looking to break at pace.
Number 33. Zanetti.
Kyoto Sanga really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Figo. Rice. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Figo.
Kyoto Sanga really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Played into space. Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, super find. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Bale. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Pullet. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's played in. Engages and forces him off the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't
There
seem
will
to
be
get
one
enough on
minute
the
at a
pass, Peter,
time.
did he?
And here's Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. And we're done. Al-Sadd have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
And a chance! This time, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
River Plate definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he was alert to it. Bullet. He's a sharp little ball here. De Ligt deals with that comfortably. Conte. Bale. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tonali. Now it's Bale. He's found space here. Nice interception, well timed.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Eto'o. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. Back would it go. Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cannavaro plays it forward. Al-Sadd yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Bale. Bale, there he goes, motoring forward. It's Bale! Cruyff.
River Plate really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Platini. Platini unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tonali. Bullet. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. And it's Michel Platini. Pressure coming in from all directions. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, we're watching a clear attempt to denying him space, and they're using every trick in the book.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale receives it in a wide position. Bale with a beautifully timed run.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And here's Bale. Platini. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Bale. Yamal. There is having a shot! There it is!
Bale really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Al-Sadd have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Platini. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Chips it through. No luck with that dink over the top. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Al-Sadd are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back on the way. Al-Sadd currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Bale. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi might just make this. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Eto'o. Looking to play him in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a lovely, neat pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, super! Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's quick to get rid. Yamal, chance here to counter. River Plate needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Thuram cuts it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That is Hullet. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out towards the right wing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Al-Sadd leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that's a key interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Some really good ball movement. That is good progress on the left. Takes on his marker. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking tidy in possession here.
I I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
One 0 as we head towards the end. Bale. Messi. Now it's Eto'o. And here's Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Five minutes left on the clock. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Al-Saad close now to seeing this one through to the end. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And that is as much as we have time for. Al-Saad have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Yamal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and...
Yamal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. De Rossi. Yamal. He's picked his way through. Real chance! Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
De Ligt calmly anticipates. Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tonali. Oh, that is... He's having a hit! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way...
Takes a shot! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Matthäus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Tonali. Now it's Platini. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Yamal. He's having a pop! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Platini plays it short. And here's Platini. Decent chance! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Matthäus. Rummenigge. And this is Ibrahimovic. Stam cuts out the pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pass just lacking in accuracy. 30 minutes gone. Stam. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Michel Platini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Zanetti. And here's Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hangs one, goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he can thump it away. Looking tidy in possession here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Platini. Very nicely done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And France can counter now. He's in! It's Ibrahimovic! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Ibrahimovic really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Nicked it back promptly. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Al Sadd largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Away we go again. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
Rummenigge! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Zanetti. Now it's Yamal. And he's been shifted off it. Rummenigge. Mateus. Spread to the right. Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal. It's Asa! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cross from Maldini. That's a decent clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. Mateus. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Deftly away. Tries to get it clear. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Zanetti. And here's Bale. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's got Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has set... He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Shapes to shoot! And he scores!
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 18, Jamal. Number 8, Tonali. Number 13, Matthias de Ligt. Coming on the field, number 17, Etta Brissau. Number 19, David Villa. Number
Played out to the left flank. Rizal charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Substitutions taking place.
It's not gone well. This is a promising build-up. Nicely aimed pass. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Azar. And it's Azar. That is a great pick out. Best. Played into the towering header. It's hit the crossbar. Caught offside that time. Stood up well to him there. Best. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Well timed, excellent interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Taken back almost at once. David Villa. And he is dashing away. And that's chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Al-Saad visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Little pass back. Nicely weighted ball. Best. Van der Ven wins the duel this time. Chance, surely! And somehow he kept it out.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Hazard with the short one. Al-Saad have the chance to go the other way. Floated through. It's Bale! And there's a goal! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Al-Saad are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, A long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to...
And the shots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Al-Sadd with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Yamal with the short one. It's a loose ball. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Al-Sadd have their second corner now. Yamal goes short. Oh, nice touch. Yamal. He'll try from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he get onto this? And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. They're taking a moment to consider their options. He leaps for it! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Al-Sadd are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's De Rossi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. This is Messi. He's rising! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That's been slipped through. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's well spotted. Platini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And Dijk gets across to intercept that. Passing nice and neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Yamal.
Al-Sadd really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bale. Very nicely done. Platini.
Platini really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good ball, good take. 30 minutes gone. The Rossi cuts out the pass. Ibrahimovic is firing after that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Timber gets over and intercepts. Not the most convincing of passes. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Oh, great link! And it's come back out to him. And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's straight offside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Tonali. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ball is over the line. Oh no, this does not look good. Davids. Now it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Cristiano Ronaldo! And another try! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Changement en cours.
And a chance! And that's a good finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Can he get on the end of this? It's Bale! Yamal. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Yamal. Yamal! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous invitons à prendre connaissance des informations de trafic qui s'affichent sur le grand écran.
And here is the first touch of the second half. 45 minutes to change their fate. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries one from range. And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And that's a good ball. Can he finish? And he hits the net. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Attention, changement.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So could they be onto something here?
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No, that was never going to make it. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Al-Sadd will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the box. Al-Sadd do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Lopez. Conte. Knocks it into space. Oh, that was vital. Femi tries a shot! And he's stuck it away! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Messi.
So we have movement
Neymar,
on both benches.
Le numéro 9.
Al-Sadd now just needing one.
Le numéro 7.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Le numéro 20.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Le numéro 11.
Ronaldinho.
Le numéro 24.
Some intricate
Changement.
passing, looking to progress the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. Best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bale. Ronaldinho. Chance! Oh, good finish! And that should do it! of the finish line. That really is quite fabulous. All of his own doing. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much...
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
All of a sudden we have a... And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. And it's Lopez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Bale. Looking for the run. Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fermin receives it in a good position here. Oh, sweet feet.
Al-Sadd really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. This is the time you need that pace.
Showing great feet there. He is through here. Timber wins the duel this time. No, that's been intercepted. With official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Lovely. Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! The whistle's gone and the game is over. Al-Sadd can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Thoughts on what we've just seen? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the front.
Shoots! This time, surely! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Al-Sadd are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Bale! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tonali showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This looks chance! And a neat finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real... Oh no, this does not look good. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the pass is intercepted. This is a promising build-up. The ball's gone astray. No way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
FC Tokyo choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. And here's the chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham. FC Tokyo are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Tonali. Platini. Oh, shooting chance! Al-Sadd have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Dixon. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Raul. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Tonali. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Al-Sadd heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That has not gone well. He is just caressing the ball. Raul did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Michel Platini. And he's managed to get free. Oh, this is a chance to shoot! Raul. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? Conte. Oh, super ball! And he's quick to snatch it back. And for the first half, that is that. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time would be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Al-Sadd leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Down to business again. Yamal. Yamal was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That is good strength. Oh, cracking ball. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. There's the shot! Oh, and another try! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. He's picked his way through. And now they can spring out of defence. It's just beyond his reach. De Ligt makes the interception. Platini. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber. Good play on the left-hand side here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, super find. Oh, good take and a real chance! And again! So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. Platini conjures time and space where few can. Chouameni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
De Ligt cuts it out. Yamal. Chouameni. That looks a good ball through. Good read, needed to be. Oh, easy pickings there. It's Park Ji-sung. And here's Raul. Oh, he's bustling through here. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Tries to get it clear. Park Ji-sung. Back. Bullish header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Bellingham. Coming on the field. Number 11. Mohamed Salah. Number 80. Ronaldinho. Substitution in progress.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's beaten the last man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rizal. Van de Ven calmly anticipates.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Rizal with the short one. FC Tokyo have the chance to go the other way. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rizal makes a move down the right. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Bale. He's having a hit! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And now he has 2. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Engages and forces him off the ball. Chouameni just eases him off the ball.
3 minutes added
Conte.
time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Ronaldinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's Park Ji-sung. That has ended up in no man's land. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
To please
Bale taking in the...